Hey everybody, I am Big Will. That is Who Dat Comics, and hopefully we got some good stuff to talk to you about today. How you feeling, man?
I'm very happy. I should say I'm happy. I'm happy in certain things, a little depressed on certain things, but we'll talk about that. And you'll see what I'm happy and depressed about.
Yeah. So let me just adjust this a little bit. I've got two windows open to make this easier. So if you don't know what we're here for and what we're doing is, by the way, if you want if you want actual production value, Two Brothers Comics did a video on this, and I recommend you go watch it. But we're more of discussing what we think all these mean. That's what you get with me and Who Dat. And basically, CBCS sent out an email, I believe it was yesterday, about, hey, we're doing some stuff. You guys should check it out. And it's all going to start, or most of it's going to start in April, and then some of it's planned for later. But what are all the things they're doing? Well, they're guaranteeing certain tiers for the turnaround time or your money back. They're doing magazines, and they're also combining and changing some of their tiers around, which I think that's needed. I just hope they do it in a smart way. And they're also doing some other stuff, including raising prices. And I would say it's about time. And if they raise things like DGC did $2, I mean, whoop-de-doo, they're still like $6 cheaper.
Yeah, that's the thing I'm depressed about, but I knew that was coming. Just to let people know. I knew that was coming because Steve Borak talked about this a year ago. But prices were going to go up, and then as everything started getting busier and busier, he had to implement the 2-day modern and I think the fast track increase. So we knew it was coming. We just don't know how much, and I'm hoping, like I said, if it's at $2, I'm fine. If it's under, I'm even better. So
But anyway, the email, I'm not going to bother sharing my screen, but I'm going to read to you here. The opening of the email says, as the company continues to grow and serve customers, the April launches and other 2022 planned releases will add customer concerns, will address customer concerns. Hopefully it'll subtract them, not add them. CBCS has added new customer service, production and operations teams. The company also is addressing inventory backlogs and demands and limiting price increases to provide real value to customers. So then you go into the email and they break it down, each main thing. The first thing they mention, guaranteed or money back. Starting in April 2022, CBCS now offers a money back guarantee on the company's new express services introductory turnaround times. If CBCS does not ship per the guaranteed turn time on the express service, the submitter gets their grading or pressing fees refunded. No other comic book grading company offers guaranteed return times for its customers. And then there's a quote from someone, and then it goes to express services removes the uncertainty of when books will be returned to customers. Premium guaranteed grading and pressing services include Express, Express Plus, and Super Express. So those let you know some of the names of the new things they're doing. That's Express, Express Plus, and Super Express. For introductory service level details, please visit their website. That's not up on the website yet because this is going to happen in April. So first thoughts on that.
I'm Express Plus, and Super Express. I'm too much. That's that. They could have just left the names and then say these are included for our stuff. Because I got used to saying Rapid, and was it Quick Stream and Consumer, stuff like that. So it's like one of those things, like people couldn't think of a name, so they're just like Express, Super Express, Mega Express. Yeah. So that's the only thing I'm kind of like, you didn't have to do the names, but so I'm confused about that. But once I get used to it, it'll be all right. And I guess I'll have to figure out what tiers are those.
I bet you 2-day modern, Quick Stream, and Rapid. I bet you those would be what those are.
Yeah, because I mean, one day, pretty much, they I don't know if they have to guarantee one day because they're pretty good about that. If you write it on the box, they're opening it up as soon as they receive it, and it's going into grade. So that's just, it's a rabbit and turtle.
Well, apparently they have turtle, tortoise, rabbit, hare, bunny, and
Pikachu. And Pikachu.
Yeah, and Pikachu. Pikachu! That's the walkthrough tier. That's its name.
Oh my god! But yeah, like I think it's gonna be good. Yeah, but like you said, I guess we're kind of guessing which tiers are gonna be it. Yeah, like you said, I'm pretty sure. My first guess was 2-day modern. It was definitely gonna be on there, and rapid.
Yeah, and the quick stream probably too. Quick stream and rapid, I guarantee you, those are two of them.
Yeah, and the tier they might get rid of is consumer. I was thinking.
Oh yeah, that would be a good one. And change. It'll be interesting. We're definitely going to have to do another video when they actually put this on the website, and we can see what they're doing and prices, because there's a value associated with every tier. So it'll be interesting to see how they do their values.
Because I think because the consumer is a higher, I think, insurance value, they can get rid of that, increase the modern and expanded tier.
Well, consumer takes the same amount of time as the two standard tiers, like modern and the other one. It's just a greater value. Quickstream is the one that's actually faster and has a different value.
I like Quickstream. I've actually been using Quickstream for my Silver Age books that have a higher value.
Yeah, I did fast track standard on the last submission I did. They already are in grading, but we'll see how long that takes. I'm thinking I should have spent the extra $2 or $5 a piece.
Yeah, I think it's like an extra $5. Yeah, I think it's an extra $5. So that's why I've been doing Quickstream, and it gives you a little higher value.
But anyway, guaranteed or money back, even if it's just on the fastest tiers. Hey,
I like that.
Great. So the next thing that they mentioned is simplified submissions. This one's a little more murky as far as what they say here. We're going to have to do a lot of guessing, but what it says is CBCS has simplified its service level tiers, streamlining the process for collectors to enter and submit their orders online and at shows. The company combined tiers and services to make the process seamless and easy to understand. It also restructured shipping and insurance fees so customers have more options. Grading, pressing, express options, and other add-ons like verified signatures are now easier to navigate for customer submissions. CBCS also now only has one membership program, the Club member, and that's in all caps, Club, where those customers receive an automatic order discount. All current members move to this new membership level automatically. So after reading that, what are your first thoughts? Because my first thought has to do with the membership.
Yeah, I guess I'll need more explanation on the club membership because they're saying all members are going to that.
And so getting an automatic order discount. So I bet you they are using CGC's old discount that changes per tier membership you have. I bet you they're stealing that idea since CGC said screw you to most of the collectors, and they're going to implement that instead of having to figure out these e-coupons that you still sometimes have to write on the thing, which is so stupid. So I bet you that's what they're doing.
Yeah, they're probably definitely getting rid of the e-coupon stuff and having to write stuff down because sometimes you might forget to write stuff down, which I did before.
Yeah, and sometimes they can't read your handwriting.
Yeah,
or,
Or you just want to use one of your coupons and you use both.
Yeah.
So because that has happened to me. And,
so I would much rather get no kind of coupon and just a flat discount because I'm a paid member.
Yeah, and I like it in a way. I guess it's just one tier. So they're just gonna have one tier. What I'm understanding, not 3 different tiers like CGC has, and not 5 different tiers like they have. They currently have, I should say.
Yeah, it says CBCS now only has one membership program. Doesn't say anything about different levels within the membership program. It just
so it's just gonna be one program. Okay, one program might have different tiers. Yeah, okay.
customers receive, now this goes for all the different tiers of the membership program, where those customers receive an automatic order discount. All current members will move to this new membership level automatically. So I'm still not sure with the wording if it's going to be one level of membership and you get a discount, or if it's going to be like CGC's where there's one club membership, but there's different levels of it that give you a different discount.
I'm assuming it's going to be just like CGC one was, and you're going to have one, like you said, one club. You can have the free one, where you can submit stuff. You don't get any discounts. You don't get no thrills or no nothing. Then there's going to be probably the middle one, which all of us normal people are probably going to do. And they're probably going to have the higher tier, which will be like dealers, pressers and cleaners.
I don't think they're going to have that be a part of the membership program. That'll just be the dealer.
Yeah.
So I bet you know what? I bet you're right. I bet it's one membership program, one free program, and the dealers, and that's it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that would just, you get away from all the confusion
and simplifying everything. And like we both said, we would much rather have a flat discount on everything than having to worry about these coupons.
Yeah, and you got to remember when you coupon
promotional codes and all that.
All that stuff. Yeah, and to me, have your promotional codes more promotion, because recently they had a promotion. I think it was in February from a YouTuber, and if you didn't watch that specific video, you wouldn't have knew about it, or somebody wouldn't have told you.
And that also was not already in their system.
Nope,
it didn't work, so you had to write it down.
Yep, you had to write it down. So,
and I hope they remember that they did that.
Yeah, I used it once, so it did work.
Okay, so it did work. Yeah, it did work. Man, that was a mess, wasn't it?
Yeah, because then you had to have it in by a certain date, a postmark on a certain date. It was a pretty mess. But like you said, hopefully that simplifies it or streamlines it.
Mm-hmm.
And we can just, when they have a promotional code like that, then they can implement it in their system.
Right.
And we just have to type it in there, and boom, it's there.
And maybe no more than 10 a year. 4 of them being for the seasons, and maybe the other 6 being if someone like a YouTuber that's famous, or a celebrity, or DC or Marvel, or something like that. So
or like the show Moon Knight. They could have we're promoting Moon Knight, and here's the discount for Moon Knight. To kind of get on. It's different ideas that they can do with that. Yeah.
Anyway, overall, I like that, and it sounds good to me. We'll see coming April what it actually does. I'm going to skip this one thing because we're going to talk about it last. And here is the second to last thing. CBCS unveils magazine services. CBCS has launched new magazine grading and pressing services that become available in April of 2022. So in like 2 days. Hopefully. I don't know when in April, but in April is when they're doing this. This has been a long anticipated, yet has offering, and will allow collectors the opportunity to have their larger books, magazines graded, pressed, and slabbed. And they say here that it should be live by mid-April 2022. So
yeah, I wonder when they're going to let people start mailing stuff in. Because April's around the corner.
Well, mid-April, you can't mail it in unless they have it on the website as a choice. So it'll probably be mid-April when that goes live. And some people were asking CBCS on IG, on their Instagram, and it is the same exact case, just bigger to hold the slab or to hold the magazine. So you're going to have the same rigidity, the same clarity, the same, all that. So do that. You more than me on that, man. What do you think?
A lot of people, every collector I've talked to in other little groups, they've said it's about time. And these are guys who love CGC who said that. People love CGC. And the reason why they said that is because CGC makes the worst magazine holder, and they don't care to make it better. So they look at it, especially they look at it as, all right, if I can get a better case, it presents better. I don't have a big old gap on the side that's nothing there. It's sturdy that I don't feel like I'll crack it just pressing it with two fingers. Or if it drops, it's not going to shatter into pieces. That's what a lot of the people I've talked to about it, and they love, and that's the idea I have about it too. It's like, and another thing, I hope they don't get too backlogged like CBC, because maybe CBC just has one person doing magazines, I guess.
Well, apparently, because it's like almost 300 days or something.
Yeah, it's almost a year. It's basically a year, and
it's business days. It's over a year.
Yeah, so I'm hoping that doesn't mess them up, but I think their prices are going to be better competitive. So in case you be like, oh, I want to do a walkthrough, you don't have to worry about paying $150. You might have to just pay $100. Who knows? But we'll find out. But I'm actually excited about that. I don't have any magazines. I do. Yeah, I have the Last Ronin stuff, so I'll be able to test it out myself with my Last Ronin books.
I don't have any magazines, so I'll be looking to see what you find out.
Yeah, that's the only thing I have, and I'm not sending all of them. I'll probably send about, because I have like 10 Last Ronin stuff, but I might send like 5 of them in, and it's to test it out and get a good judge of it, and because I want to protect those books anyway, and I didn't want to send them to CGC and get that oversized case for that book. So I'll be able to test it out in a few months whenever they.
If you're one of the first people, it should be very fast.
Yeah, it should be.
All right. So the last thing, well, there's actually one more thing, but it's just they're saying, "Hey, we're awesome. You're awesome." So I'll leave off that last bit. But the last thing we definitely want to talk a bit about is called market adjustments, and here's what the email says. The industry has seen many changes in the past 2 years, including explosive increases in cost of labor, transportation, and raw materials, and I'll add on gas. CBCS resisted a price increase for more than a year and has worked hard to develop new service levels and the guaranteed express services as part of the transition. CBCS prices for grading comics will increase in April 2022 for the first time in over 5 years. This increase allows CBCS to continue to provide quality grading, pressing, and other services. CBCS price adjustments are scheduled to take place April 4th, so that's a definite deadline there, April 4th. All submissions prior to the price increase remain at their pre-increase level. So, hopefully they're not going to have as big a boom as CGC when they warn people, get them in now. But aside from that, I'm okay with it. It's about time, and I'm just anxious to see what kind of an increase we're talking about here. Your thoughts?
Yeah, well, my thoughts on they gave it pretty much a deadline, but they didn't give a deadline when it had to be mailed in. So you can't. If anybody knows how CBCS stuff, if you do a submission thing, it just stays there. So I wonder if they're gonna adjust that, because I could make some submission forms of books I'm thinking about sending, or and do that before April 4th, and then mail them maybe April 29th or something, or maybe May, and I'll still have that old paperwork, to send in. So I don't maybe they'll adjust that and change it and say you have to have it mailed in before the end of the month, which I think that would be more than enough time. Hopefully, like I said, doesn't boggle them down and slow them down as they get a little influx of probably stuff in the next month or two. The price, I'm not too concerned about, because like he said, he was on live shows over a year ago talking about they've been holding off price increases, and he's been telling people, hey, if you want to get stuff graded, get it done now, because the price increase will be coming. He said he doesn't know when, but he knows it's coming.
Well, now we know when.
Matter of fact, he just said it a few months ago on Comic Book Investments show.
Yeah.
So that I'm not concerned about. I understand it. Price of everything has gone up. Hopefully, people can get their minds around people getting better wages, and that's another subject on another day. But if we're going to charge more, hopefully everybody gets that as well. But the thing I'm kind of concerned about, and I'm a little bit, I hope it doesn't happen. 2-day modern and fast track already got a price increase. I'm hoping they are not on the tier of getting another bump.
I think what's going to happen is in the restructuring, they're probably going to do something different. And I would love it if they just got rid of fast track and you had to go a different tier if you want a certain speed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I don't think they're going to get rid of fast track. It's I don't think they will. Think more about it. I don't think they will. That's a good idea to kind of streamline it. But I think they might keep it the same. I don't think fast track will go up because it's already the same price as CGC.
The same as CGC. It's $15.
Yeah. So I don't see that going up. 2-day modern, I don't think that's going to go up because it went up pretty significantly the first time.
As long as it stays less than the next best thing, which is the quick stream, which is basically your 2-day modern for older books. As long as it stays less than that, it should be fine. But I also agree with you. It already had a price increase. They're probably not going to raise it again. And if they do, it'll be maybe $1 or $2.
Yeah, because I don't think they're gonna do that one, those two, but I think everything else you can expect it, and they're probably, like I said earlier, they're probably gonna eliminate a tier, which I'm fine with because the tiers I only use the regular tier like modern or modern if I use fast track. Well, I use 2-day modern, stuff like that.
Let's just take a look here and see what kind of tiers. Right now, this is great to put on video so we can compare it later. I'm going to services and pricing. So we're going to see what everything's priced at real quick and what kind of services do they have. So modern, I'm going to do only the member price.
Okay.
Only the member price. Modern is $16 a book. I foresee that going up by probably $4 to $20, and still cheaper than CGC, and that's still cheap overall. Expanded is pre-1975. It's $27 a book. I would be okay if that were at $30. Consumer is any year, $30 a book. That one I would probably say is probably going away.
That's what I was thinking.
They're probably going to make that one go away and combine it with 2-day modern. 2-day modern is 1975 to present. It's $45 a book, and the value on 2-day modern is $2,000. The value on consumer is $400, and the value on modern and expanded is $250.
I was thinking that they would get rid of consumer, and since the value is $400. And then just bump up the value of modern and expand it to maybe $300. That's what I was thinking.
Maybe.
Or maybe just bump up to $400. But get rid of consumer it completely.
But
consumer,
not only do we have those, we also have quick stream, which is in a year, valued for some weird reason at $1,150.
Yeah.
Odd price, but it's $52 a book. And it's in a year. Then you have the big, aside from walkthrough, which their version of walkthrough is 1 day, but the rapid is like as fast as you can get under walkthrough. It's in a year, valued up to $4,000, $81 a book. So I think that one's going to get changed. And right now, 1 day is in a year. It's a minimum of $130, maximum to $2,600 per book. It's 2.6% of the market value. And then, of course, you go to your Fast Pass is $15, and there's original art, a reholder, signature stuff, and all that we're not really worried about.
Mm-hmm. The reholder might go up as well. The reason why I say the reholder might go up, it won't go up for. They'll probably do the same thing like CGC, which is I'm fine with because you have different tiers of books of freeholder. I have an X-Men 1. I would love to get in their new case, which I have no problem sending right now. But it's just that I can see that changing, and that'd be like a higher value freeholder. which it'll probably be an extra $5. I'm still fine with that.
Yeah.
It just gives me more protection and gives them, I guess, know where to put it at. So
Now, here's something else. Their turnaround times. I'm only concerned with grading. Right now, they're pretty long. They're actually, I think, shorter, except for 1 or 2, than CGC. And it's 32 and 31 weeks for the lower tiers, modern and expanded.
Mhm.
I'm wondering if they would be faster had they not been working on this transition. I wonder if that's why they increased from 25.
Yeah, because it did go up. Yeah,
It was holding at 25 for a while, then all of a sudden it jumped to 32.
Yeah, and they might be just preparing themselves for that jump too.
That's a good
Yeah, because I mean, that was a pretty significant jump. It wasn't like, it went from 25 to 27 or something.
Yeah, it was a 7-week jump over a month.
Yeah, so I don't know if it could be just preparation of maybe a little bombarding of people sending stuff in at that old pricing.
Mm-hmm.
So it might be a little bit of both. I think a little bit.
And they're guaranteeing the faster tiers. Well, check this out. They have 3 fast tiers. They have 3 slow tiers currently.
Yeah.
They have modern, expanded, and consumer. Those are the slow tiers. And then they have 2-day modern, quick stream, and rapid. Those are the fast tiers. 2-day modern, 2 weeks. Quick stream, 5 weeks.
And that was
3 weeks for the turnaround time.
Yeah, quick stream and rapid went up as well. Quick stream was 3 weeks, and then it went to 4, now it's 5, and rapid was at 2 weeks.
Yeah, but overall, that's still rapid is still rapid.
Yeah,
comparatively, and quick stream's still pretty fast, and 2-day modern is fast in 2 weeks. So, granted, it's not its name, mind you, but hey, it's still pretty good compared to the other 3 that are all over 31 weeks. So I'm thinking we're going to do something with expanded and consumer, maybe get rid of consumer, and then we're probably going to combine what was consumer and 2-day modern into something else. Maybe get rid of rapid and quick stream, or keep them and just have them with a new name.
I could see them getting rid of
3 different tiers.
I can actually see them getting rid of rapid, because to me, rapid is in that middle of quick stream and 2-day modern. You know what I mean? Like if my book is priced at a certain amount for rapid, you might as well do walkthrough. That's just my opinion. If it's at that high value of like $4,000 or whatever it was, or $2,000, I can't remember what it said, but if it's at that high value, I mean, I'm gonna do walkthrough. That's just me.
Well, like I'm saying, I think we're going to have modern and expanded.
Mm-hmm.
I think consumer and 2-day are going to somehow combine, and then we'll still have something like quick stream and something like rapid at different values, and they're obviously going to have a different turnaround time when these things launch. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I kind of agree. We're going to see some changes. Some things taken off, or some things combined. Exactly what are they? Well, exactly what are they? We don't know, but it's pretty.
Yeah, I wish they had let us get a heads up on that before it went live. Just told us what it's going to be.
Yeah, I mean, which wouldn't have been a hard thing to do. All you got to say is that we're getting rid of consumers. Consumers going to go with these 2 or this, and
this is the new name of this. It's not going to be this. But I guess we'll just wait and see. But apparently, most of this stuff is starting, like the new price is April 4th. So we don't have to wait long.
Yeah, you don't have to wait too long for the pricing, and then we're pretty much going to know what the different tiers are going to be as well. Yeah. So, and I wonder if the website's going to get an overhaul with that as well. So
probably, but I wonder how they're going to do their pressing, because it's the same 2-day modern. Compared to the regular tiers, 2-day modern is fast, quick stream and rapid are fast, but modern, expanded, and consumer are extremely slow. Yeah. Right now, those 3 are 71 weeks for pressing. Literally over a year.
Yeah, I just shake my head because
But
yeah.
two-day modern is 8, Quickstream is 12, and Rapid is 8.
Which is actually not bad. 8
Comparatively,
weeks,
no, it's not. It's actually great compared.
Yeah, compared to like pressers that we know amongst the community, that's actually pretty fast. That's actually pretty fast because you talk to a lot of pressers, like, oh man, it's gonna be a few months. I mean, I know a guy, Josh Avery, great guy, great presser. He's starting books from November. What month are we in? So yeah, he's not even in 2022 books yet. So it's just that 8 weeks is actually not bad. Actually, really.
And just for giggles, CGC's pressing service, they are at 254 days for their modern and economy. For those of you that don't know, what you do with CGC is you take 254 and then you divide it by 5 because those are business days. That's 50.8 weeks. That's 20 weeks faster, but that's still freaking slow.
Yeah, but then if you're using a slow tier for that, you're using a slow tier for grading. So
yeah, well, I can tell you right now, I like I said in my other video, the turnaround time video, we're at a point now to where I think it's a disservice for you to even suggest someone go to the CBCS or the CGC pressing service, because I don't care how much you don't care, and it's a PC book. You're not going to be okay with them having your book over 2 years.
Yeah, like so much can happen in 2 years. Yeah. So we don't have to go down the list of what all can happen in 2 years, but a little long 6 months. But yeah, that's
look at the last 2 years.
Yeah, and then like I said, people actually do advertise it that they're like, yeah, I'm sending. There's some big YouTubers. I'm not going to mention your name, but they actually say I'm sending books to CCS, and I'm like, why are you even saying that?
Well, these guys also, especially, we're probably thinking about one of the same ones. They send so much, they get something back every week. So for them, it's okay. But for most people, I wouldn't even suggest it. It's so long.
Yeah, and like you said, they're probably saying that because they're getting kickback or something. But yeah, that's for normal YouTubers. You're never gonna hear a normal person who's not like, this is not my living on YouTube. Selling books might be a living, but it's not my living on YouTube. I'm never gonna suggest use CCS or CGCs unless you're doing like that 2-day modern and stuff. If you're doing one of those, I would actually be like, look into it,
Yeah.
But that's the only reason I would suggest CBCS as one.
Yeah.
Besides that,
and they're making changes to their pressing times and costs and all that, as well as the others. CBCS is with this new information we got. It included pressing, so it'll be interesting to see if they're just if they increased from 50 to 70, if they did a 20-week jump. I wonder if that was just for prep for an influx, or if it was just to steel themselves for when they make the change, or if it's actually that long. I mean, but I can tell you right now from experience, it's probably actually just that long, because I had a book that went through their pressing service in May of last year, and it recently got out of their pressing service sometime in December, and now it's been in grading since at least January. And that means it still has weeks to go, because they're at, according to the website, they're at 30-something weeks. And no, if you sent it in a while ago and it said 17 weeks, it is now 30-something weeks. That does not mean yours is at 17 weeks. That means yours is bumped to the 30-something weeks. But anyway, I think we beat this as close to death as we can.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you want to add for anyone?
Actually, I was going to suggest that. The only thing I can add, I'm not going to go deep into it. I'm actually happy with majority of the news in this email that they sent out. I'm very excited to see the magazine size. So like I said, I will be sending some to get the new magazine, some Last Ronin books that I want to get protected because there's really nowhere to put those books. You got makeshift bags and stuff like that. So I'm gonna send a couple of those in. So I'll be able to test those out. So people want to stay tuned to that. Maybe a few months from now, you'll probably see those back. But overall, I think it's a plus. I think it's a plus. I think it's overall going to help. And like they sent that email out, and Steve Barack most likely has to approve it because he's the president. He's been telling us for like over a year now, so I'm not concerned about pricing. And I think he has. If you ever talk to him, he has the collectors on his mind and heart. So I believe overall this is going to benefit us, especially with the pricing, to hire more people, and most likely for pressing, probably hire more people for that too. So I think it's going to benefit. I think it's a win-win. It's going to be a little hiccup at the beginning, but overall, I think people should be happy.
Yep, I would agree with all that. I think overall, I liked everything. I mean, obviously, I don't like the price increase, but I'm okay with it. I understand it.
Mm-hmm.
And April 4th, we'll see what the new tiers and the new pricing is, because if they're going to have new tiers, they're not going to release new pricing and then new tiers and change all that again. So we'll find all that out on April 4th, and you can expect me to come back here, as another famous YouTuber says, on the mic and talk. And we'll see what happens then, I guess. See what the tiers are, see what the cost is, and so we hopefully almost everything's coming out in April. So just stay tuned, keep on the lookout, and I guess we'll see you guys later. Thanks everybody for watching. Thank you, Who Dat, and we'll see you.